If you don't find a way to make money whilst you sleep, you work all your life until you die. That's one of the most famous quotes from Warren Buffett. And basically this is very true, guys, and that is why we decided to bring you this information in this video, whereby you actually learn how you can put your money to work for you whilst you sleep. And this is very simple to do with this platform that is called EasyEquities. So we're just going to be showing you how you can actually put your money to work for you, as much as you've worked for your money, but you actually let it work for you and grow, because putting money in the bank, let's be honest, it never really earns you or gets you anywhere, especially with inflation and all these things that are happening around, prices going up and everything. So you need a way to actually grow your money whilst you are working and making more, right? So if you're interested in knowing how to put your money to work for you, make sure that you subscribe to the channel, because we're going to be bringing you updates on this video and more information about this. But subscribe to the channel, turn on notifications, and stay tuned throughout this whole video over here. So without wasting much of your time, let's get straight into it. Welcome back to Day and Night Forex, and in this video we are going to be showing you one easy method that you can actually put your money to work for you, so that you don't have to work your whole entire life, right? So you put your money into something like this and then have it grow over time, and basically that is building a decent passive income stream, and we are going to be showing you how to get it done, right? So in the previous video we showed you how to buy cryptocurrencies, which is another way to put your money to work. And basically, if you were following us on our Instagram yesterday, you did see an update on our stories where we showed you how the account is actually going, or if you're following us on our Facebook page, you will see that the account has actually gained some profits after buying that coin when we released that video, right? So in this video we brought another way to actually put your money to work, which is to buy equities or shares in companies, right? So in different companies here in South Africa. And basically this platform right here makes it easier for South Africans, because we don't have access to platforms like Plus 500 and all those other big platforms which people out there use to buy these equities and buy shares from companies, right? So if you're watching this video from outside South Africa, then you have to find a platform that works in your country. You can check out Plus 500, all these Robinhood platforms, all these big platforms where you can buy shares from companies. And you can also try EasyEquities to see if it is available in your country. In some countries it may not work, in other countries it may work, but definitely for South Africans this is the easiest, by far the easiest way to actually buy some shares in companies, in different companies that you can think of all over the world, actually, because you actually have the US companies listed here as well that you can buy your shares, right? So before we dive too deep into this, let's just go through what exactly are equities, right? So basically, as we said, this is buying shares of companies, right? So you can buy companies like Absa. We're actually going to go into detail to show you what companies you can actually buy, but some of them are companies like Absa, your local companies. You can buy some companies listed in a group like EFTs, with their NASDAQ, but here you're actually buying to hold those companies, right? To you anticipating that the shares in these companies are going to go high, and you're actually buying those shares and you're holding on to them, right? So it's different from trading, is whereby whether the market is going up or down, you still make money. But in this instance, with buying shares from a company, you actually have to analyze and understand what the company is doing, understand the force behind this company, what are they trying to achieve, what are they doing. The best advice that we can give you is to buy shares from companies that you're using every single day, right? So if, for example, you're banking from your banks, from your companies that provide the food sources, because they, it's something that we always need, something that will never run out of supply, something that we always need in our day-to-day lives, right? So that is something that you can invest in, something that you need, that that everybody will need every single day, because those shares of those companies tend to always keep on going high, right? So that is one thing that you can look at. But remember, this is not investment advice. This is something that you can research on yourself and then see if it makes sense for you to actually put your money into it, because after all, this is your money that you've worked hard for, and you want it to grow for you. You want it to grow instead of just giving it away for free, right? So buying shares is almost the same as buying something like cryptocurrencies, but then the only difference is that you're actually buying in something that is real compared to cryptocurrency. Cryptocurrency is just a digital currency, but then with shares of a company, you're actually buying some shares from Absa, and if you buy enough of these shares, you can actually be invited on the board or board of members or the directors, shareholders, and basically they will not be able to make any decisions without you. That's how powerful buying shares of a company can be, right? So but in this video, I mean, we're just buying for investment purposes, not really to have influence on the companies. But as you saw, the news that are trending right now with Elon Musk having bought about 10% of Twitter before, and then now buying the whole 100% of shares of Twitter, right? So he went back for the 90 that were remaining, bought everything, and now is in full control of Twitter. And that's basically what you'll be doing here. But you know, you're just buying a piece of this company so that you can make some passive income, put your money to work for you, because you don't want to be the guy or the girl actually making the decisions and, you know, working on the company, making it grow and all that stuff. You just want to make your money work for you and grow your money with that. The ideas from Forex that we have always told you to buy low and sell high is still applies when it comes to Forex, to these indices, to buying these shares, which are basically stocks, right? So you have to buy low and then sell high. So that is very, very important, especially when you're buying these stocks over here, because otherwise you will not make any profits, right? So you have to aim for when there's some bad news that has been released about a company, maybe a company is making losses, but you know over the long run it will actually like reboot again, you know, to regain its value. That it will be the best time to actually buy in on that company when it's at its lowest value, and then you just wait for the market to actually go high, right? So for example, if you can just take a look at for example, right now things in the medical are the ones that are doing the best, right? So here you as you can see the categories that are here over here, you can go and select any of these and then see which ones you want to buy, right? You can even buy crypto as well over here. You can buy the top 40 that have been grouped or selected by people that are saying, you know, they believe in these ones, right? So these are the top 40 that you can look at and place your bets on that, all right? You basically buy shares and hope that the company will actually go up with you. So you remember what we said, buy shares from companies that are offering things that you know you need on a daily basis. Like for example, as you can see, clothing from Mr. Price, MTN shares, you know, for data. I mean, we all need data, right? That is something that we need, you know, Discovery, insurance, and all those things that people need on a daily basis, right? So if you can just look, for example, at MTN over here, if we can just go for on a yearly chart, you know, how we analyze our charts, basically, as you can see over here, this is May 2021. It was you could have bought shares at about 100 rand, let's just say 100 rand, and today your shares could have been, say, that same 100 rand that you deposited could have been worth about 164 rand. And the most that it went over here, as you can see, it almost went to, it actually did go to 200 over here. As you can see, it could have actually doubled within just less than a year, because this is from May to March over here, to March 2022. So just about a year and a month, you could have had your investment doubled over here, right? So we actually have demo accounts over here, right? So we have the demo in ZAR and the demo in USD. So it depends which currency you want to deposit on this. But if you're in South Africa, obviously you're going to be using the demo ZAR, because that will be the easier for you to deposit as well, using your credit card, you know, even EFT transfers and so forth, right? So as you can see over here, all you have to do now, once you've funded your account, so it's very important that you actually set up your account and go through the KYC, otherwise you will not have access to all the features on this platform. So this is with this account we just created so that we can demonstrate how to operate on this platform, as we can also show you our actual account where we invested and all that stuff. So this is a demo account so that we can show you how to operate and how to navigate on this platform, right? So for example, if I wanted to buy some shares, so maybe, you know, you can also come through and do some analysis as we do with forex market, right? So, you know, as we can see the trend over here, but here as we can see it has been broken and it's actually being retested. So we could see the price actually coming down, but as we can see we have some support levels around these areas over here, right? So as you can see right here, we have some support over there after we had a nice trend that was just going up over there, right? So which now was broken over there, and we're saying we could be seeing some move to the downside. But as you can see over here, there's some support. So these are levels where the market could come and retest before it go back up, right? So these would be some key levels for us to look for some buys going into the future, right? So the same analysis that we do in the forex market is something that you can apply to the charts of these stocks, but you actually have to go a little bit deeper and understand what is going on in the economics of these companies. What are they doing out there? You have to be up to date with the news that are surrounding these companies. It could be something as easy as the CEO getting fired or a new CEO being hired for these companies and so forth. All those things, small things, can actually have a huge influence on the prices of these shares. And something like a network losing a lot of, for example, if MTN, if it has lost a significant amount of subscribers to its network, that can really have a bad effect on its price shares, right? So you can see the price of these shares tanking down, which could be an opportunity for you to buy. Remember, we say buy low and they sell high, right? So when everybody's talking about it and it's going up, you must be in profits already, right? And then whenever everybody's negative on it, and like right now with the cryptocurrencies, as you can see, everything is going down, but the big boys are basically buying those cryptos and they're holding on to them because they know this is the lowest that they can ever be. And the projection is that actually something like Bitcoin can actually go beyond $100,000 for each one Bitcoin, which can seem like something impossible, but we have to remember that this Bitcoin thing started from less than $1, right? From less than $1, and now it's all the way, it went all the way to 60,000, which was over R1 million for one Bitcoin, right? From something that came from less than R1. So it's very much possible for it to reach that $100,000 mark. But anyways, right now we're talking about shares. So yeah, remember to get your account verified so that you can actually be able to buy these equities. But before you even do that, you can come through and get your demos. Before you actually put your own cash, to remind into this, you can come through and then just using your demo accounts, you can actually purchase some shares over here and then see how well it will perform, right? So you just put in the amount that you want to buy and then you buy your shares, right? If you want to do a recurring, maybe you want to put a certain amount every single month or every single week, you can actually set it using the recurring button over here, so that every month, some bit of money that you put in there is put into this shares over here, right? So as you can see, this one would have been a good investment for the last year. If you look at on the maximum range over there, the lowest that it went right there, this was the best time to be buying it, right? As you can see, it came all the way from 250 all the way down here, and then from there it has been going up, right? So right now we could be seeing it coming to reach some of these levels before it pushes to the upside. But again, this is for you to analyze and see what is coming. This is not just about technical analysis, it's now more fundamental analysis included, because you're now buying some shares. Remember, when you buy these shares, if they start going down, you are only making losses, right? So there's no making money when the market is tanking, right? So when the market is going opposite direction to the downside, you are losing money when it comes to buying shares from companies. So you need to keep that in mind, right? So that's just why fundamentals is very key when you're doing that, right? So the best part about this is that you cannot really blow your account as we do in Forex, right? What I mean by this is that, let's say you buy shares 250, or you buy one share or at 250 over here rands of MTN, and then it tanks down all the way to 50 rand over there. That share that you had that was worth 250 is now worth just 50 rand a year. But then when the market comes back again up here, you still have your money, right? Even if it goes to 1 rand per share, that used to be worth 250, you still have your money, you still have your one share, you're still holding on to it. So when the value goes up, it goes up with you. When it goes down, it goes down with you, right? Same with cryptocurrencies. It's different from when you place a trade, and then if it goes to hit your stop loss or your money is taken out of your account. But when you buy these shares, you're actually holding on to something that is real, and you're just waiting for its value to either go up or to go down, right? So that is a major difference between trading Forex and trading and buying and investing in shares, right? So remember the advice that we shared with you: buy shares on companies of things that you use on a daily basis. You're like your data providers, your lotion companies, addictive products like tobacco products. So you can actually find tobacco over here on the list. Let's just see if you can quickly search for it. Things that that people will always be using, people will always be addicted to. This is the time where addiction is actually a good thing because you're making money out of that, right? So that is something that you can just that you can search for, right? So let's see if you can actually find tobacco here. I think we should be able to find it. As you can see here, we have British American tobacco. Let's just see the curve on this, on something like this that we know, a lot of people make use of on a daily basis, right? So let's just see the curve on this one. As you can see, okay, it actually did tank as well to the bottom. 2016 somehow it crashed, but from there onwards it's just been going on an uptrend at the moment, right? So this is something that you could probably want to invest in, but as you can see, something that you just need to find those things that people are using on a daily basis, and then see if you can find it on the search bar there, and then you try to buy some shares from it from over there, right? So remember, we said on your Play Store, on your Google Play Store, you can go through and then download this app, and basically this is the app that you're seeing over here, and exactly the same thing that you'll be seeing on the website is what it will be on this website, but it just makes it easier for you to do it on the go. As you can see, exactly the same, everything is just simply the same, but here is on the mobile phone, making it easier for you to invest on the go, right? So as you can see here at the bottom, we have the invest button, whereby if you go, that's where you can start looking at the companies that you want to invest in. So you can select your account here. Remember, we have our 2 demo accounts over here. So we have our demo in ZAR and our demo in US dollars, so they can practice before you put your hard-earned money into this. So we're just going to go with our demo ZAR and then just quickly show you how to do it over there. So remember, this is now where you can search for the companies, and you can also come through and just select the ones that people believe in, right? So like this, as we say, the top 40 that are listed over here. So the top 40, they believe this the best performing companies of all time, so you can be looking into that. But remember to always do your own analysis as well to see what is going on, right? So with the EFTs that you're seeing up here, this is where you can find your NASDAQs, your US 30s and so forth, right? So if you can actually just search for NASDAQ here to see if we still have the NASDAQ. So this is when you're buying shares of a group of companies, right? So it's not just one company, but remember here in the NASDAQ we have the top. It just means there's 100 companies included in that portfolio, right? So you're buying a share from each of these companies, but under one company, under one name, right? So the NASDAQ would be a great option for you. As you can see right here, it actually has been on a very good uptrend, even though right now it has been tanking down a little bit, but overall, as you can see, it is something that is quite consistent in terms of the returns, right? So let's also look at one of the famous ones that is known for consistency, which is the SP 500. So we're just going to go back and then click on and search for S&P 500, which is something that a lot of people invest in. So let's just quickly search for 500 over there, which is this one over here. So the S&P 500. So I'm just going to go and click on it. Let's just quickly check how the graph has been going for this one over here, right? So we're also going to go on max, and then as you can see, this is a beautiful uptrend graph that have been going since 2017 over here. Your money could have been just growing, right? So for example, as you can see right here on 4 August 2017, you could have bought it at 31 Rand or 32 Rand, and the highest that it has been over there around December, it has gone all the way to 80 Rand for that same share that you're holding, right? So that's about almost 2 to 3 times your investment over there. So it's just about consistency. This is something that is quite safe to invest in. But again, as we said, this is just for informational purposes. You have to go do your own research about it and then understand how things work, right? So that's basically what we had to share with you in this video. This is just a quick introduction to EasyEquities and how you can put your money to work for you whilst you sleep. Make money whilst you sleep, put your money to work, and this is one of the best ways that you can do. You just have to do some quick researches, understand the companies that you're investing in, and basically what is behind the fundamentals of that company. Do your quick analysis on the charts and see if there's a potential for you to actually make money out of that company, and then you just buy the shares, hold them for a lifetime, even to build some generational wealth. So yeah, if you got any questions questions about this video, you can just leave them down below, and we'll try our best to answer them in our next video when we do another video on EasyEquities. Thank you very much for watching all the way to the end. Don't forget to subscribe, to leave that like, comment, and share this video so that we can reach more people and more people can understand about how to invest in these things and how to buy shares, right? So the internet has made it very easy for us all to simply pick up your phone, download an app, and then start investing your money, right? Even from as little as R1 that you have, right? You can actually buy some stocks, you can buy some shares, and it's just the best time to be doing it. Make sure that you're not actually left behind. In this generation where creating wealth can actually as simple as just watching this video, downloading an app, and then following the instructions that we've shared with you in this video. So with that being said, we'll be seeing you on the next one.